right, let's go over to the St. John's Episcopal Church near the White House. From Capitol Hill, the President and the First Lady, the family, they are getting ready to walk out. There they are, right there. You see the President and his daughters. They are leaving the morning service. This is a tradition. The President typically the President obviously not wearing an overcoat, as I think he should be wearing an overcoat, but that's just me. Brianna Keeler, our White House correspondent, is over there. Brianna, go ahead and tell us what's going on.
Hi there, Wolf. Well, the First Family is heading out of St. John's Church, getting ready to be whisked away off to the Capitol. I will tell you inside during the service that Pastor Andy Stanley of North Point Community Church in Alpharetta, Georgia, gave the sermon, and he called President Obama the pastor-in-chief and said that he should use his power, leverage his power for the benefit of others. And also, Wolf, just a note on what you saw the First Lady wearing, because I know a lot of people are curious about this. We're told it is a Tom Brown coat and dress, obviously navy blue, the fabric inspired by a men's silk tie. And I will tell you, it's not the first time that we've seen her wearing this designer. She wore this at the DNC at the convention, as well as the final night of the debate. We're also watching the second couple, Vice President Joe Biden and his wife Jill Biden, get in their limousine so that they can head up in the motorcade to the Capitol. You saw President Obama and the First Lady getting into the Beast, the armored presidential limousine. They will ride separately up to the Capitol from their daughters, Sasha and Malia, who appear to be riding in this motorcade along with their grandmother, Marian Robinson, who is the mother, of course, of Michelle Obama. Wolf.
Brianna, stand by for a moment. I want to just keep these pictures up if we can. Also pictures from the Capitol. We are here on the United States Capitol. We're awaiting the arrival of the president. Should be coming up pretty soon. Kate Baldwin is here. David Gergen is here. The majesty of this day, David, it is enormous. It is powerful. Whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you feel it once you're sitting where we are.
You sure do. It's a glorious day. I mean, it's brisk, but it's not freezing. The sun is gleaming on the Capitol, and you have these throngs of people. You can look all the way down the mall and see them. Yes, it's not as big as last time, but when you compare it to other inaugurations, other presidents, this is still a massive inauguration, and there's a feeling in the air. Once you get past security, people are just happy to be here. They have a sense this is history. You know, they want to put aside the fights of the moment.
For at least a day,
yeah, at least a day, and celebrate what this democracy is about, and celebrate Barack Obama. He deserves that.
He certainly does, Kate. And, you know, as we watch these crowds here, these are the VIPs. These are the people behind us, members of the House, members of the Senate, their family, members of the cabinet. They will all be here.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm not one to brag, but we don't have bad seats either. Yeah. I'll tell you that much. But that right behind us will be where Barack Obama will be standing at the podium. We're looking at pictures. He's actually, you see the motorcade moving now, President and the First Family in the Beast, and they'll be heading our direction shortly. The VIPs will be sitting there behind us, members of the House, members of the Senate. The Supreme Court justices will be there, as well as the Obama and Biden families. And what we're listening to now, you can probably hear it over our mics, this is PS22, from Staten Island, this choir who's become famous in their own right, Wolf, even performing at the Academy Awards in 2011. And their voices are absolutely beautiful, and they're really getting everyone going here in the crowd right now.
And because they're so young, they give a sense of hope and of the future, because you have these kids out here. It's just it's a wonderful appearance.
But let's take a look. You see the presidential motorcade. They've left the church across the street from Lafayette Park over at the White House. They call it the Beast because that's a highly fortified vehicle, that presidential limousine, the vice presidential limousine. You're looking at the presidential motorcade. They're returning from the church. They'll be going back to the White House, and fairly soon they will once again get into the motorcade and make that drive down Pennsylvania Avenue over to Capitol Hill, where they will be joining all of us here. You see the motorcade going into the north side of the White House. That's the west wing. To the right, the residence. That's where the motorcade is heading right there. They'll go inside. They'll freshen up a little bit. And I must say, Kate, here we see some more pictures. Everybody's going to focus in not so much on what the president or the vice president is wearing. They're going to focus in on what the first lady and indeed the second lady are wearing.
That was one of the first emails that I saw pop into my inbox as we were watching.
You see the vice president right there and Dr. Jill Biden walking into the White House.
Absolutely. The first lady wearing Tom Brown. Brianna was kind of laying it out for us, but also interesting enough, and you'll probably agree with me on this, David, the two, Malia and Sasha, Malia wearing J. Crew, Sasha wearing Kate Spade, American designers, and something that everyone around the country can relate to.
That's right. There's an awful lot of Americana here today, and in many ways it's the best of America.
Yeah, absolutely. And you see, we're waiting here. This is the Beast, and we'll see the first family emerging shortly.
I was going to say, David, you used to work for 4 presidents in the White House, and obviously you see the daughters, and they look lovely, and the first lady, that new look, we've been pointing out she's got bangs now. I don't know if we've mentioned that once or twice before.
You definitely have one.
And
it's almost as much attention as your beard will.
And Mrs. Robinson, that's Mrs. Robinson, the First Lady's mom. She lives there with the family in the White House and plays a critical role
and remember,
as well.
The Robinson Family Bible was the Bible that the president took the oath yesterday in the private ceremony at the White House. It's been in their family for many years, and it was a Bible that was given to the First Lady's mother as a Mother's Day gift so many years ago. And today, uniquely, the president will be being sworn in using 2 Bibles. The Bible used by Martin Luther King Jr., his traveling Bible, and secondly, the Lincoln Bible that he also used during his first swearing in. So again, that connection from past to present, and that continuity of government that we see, and that personal connection, you're going to see that throughout this inauguration ceremony, I believe.